Section 2 is all about teaching you how to create a unique CV. Now by unique CV, I don't mean the standardized CV that you would send to graduate opportunities that are advertised online or to a HR team. Now our research module will help you uncover these types of opportunities, sure, but a unique CV is only used to tempt a small to medium-sized business with less bureaucratic culture to interact with you. Unique CV for an opportunistic business. These are businesses that are growing quickly and are open to opportunistic decisions. If you go back to our research video, you'll see my example on Instant and Claire Noble. Now, one of the primary goals of graduate career chemistry is to contribute to the improvement of UK graduate employability statistics with a weighted focus on influential improvement of SME grad hiring rates. Now, according to the European Commission, a small business has 50 employees, whereas a medium business has 250 employees. You know what you're thinking. Just get to the point. You should remember this diagram. Well, these are the 3 areas you can send your resume to. Career portals and HR teams are not appropriate for a unique CV. The direct route is. These are heads of department who you sourced from researching. Sending unique CVs direct doesn't open doors. It creates doors for you to open. The goal is interaction. We need to get these businesses interacting with us. Now the good fit model will help us understand why it is we need 2 resumes for 2 purposes. Your standardized CV you tailor for a particular job specification. A unique CV you create for a job without a specification. Now this helps highlight this further. It's the direct route where there's never a specification for the role. Now with a standard job with a specification, we obviously know what the requirements are. The problem is, with no job specification, we don't know what those requirements are. Now in order to be a good fit for the role, it's important that you try your best to match their requirements. But with a no job specification role, this is difficult as we don't know what those requirements are. But let's remember, we're trying to create opportunities. This is why a unique CV is so much different. You need to add as much to your resume as possible that will make you stand out in a positive light. The good fit model shows us that to be a good fit for any job, we must match a company's requirements. Obviously, you can already see the problem that has prevented graduates creating opportunistic CVs. That empty box. No requirements for direct routes. What graduates fail to realise is that SMEs do have job specification requirements, but it's their own task to create them. Create a resume that creates a requirement and you will provoke SME interaction. Yes! Just understanding that theory alone will put you ahead of every other graduate in the market. Well, I know what you're thinking. That all sounds well and good, but what do I put in this CV to create that requirement? Well, that's what we're here for. Firstly, we don't want you creating something completely different. A standardized role still needs professional resume structure, and that's the same with the direct route. Now it goes without saying that all CVs still need that standardized professional set of candidate requirements. To understand how to add uniqueness to these, we must understand what fuels an SME to success in the business marketplace. Now let's remember that people are given jobs to help elevate profits, especially in SMEs. Whether directly or indirectly, all hires are about growth. So we need to show SMEs that we have the personal attributes to help their business grow. Enthusiastic people help drive businesses forward. Flexible people can multitask in times of demand. Entrepreneurial people add value through innovation and create a new outlook. Communicating a company's products and services with any stakeholder creates a positive image. Having specialist skills separates a business from competitors and protects market share. Integrate these 5 growth rules into your resume and SMEs will interact with you. Now, one of my favourite theories, which is from the 3rd section of my course on interviewing, is about arrogance versus confidence. It's about being humble. Now, it's worth bringing in here just briefly because it makes my point. You're contacting these people without an invitation and they don't even know you. Who are you to send them a resume saying how great you are? I always encourage people to integrate the SME growth rules into their resume via the concept of clever selling. A natural desire can only exist if someone makes their own decision based on your influencing actions. Forcing someone to decide is not clever, it's just rude. You need to get these 5 SME growth principles into your resume with people thinking you're talented, not that your personality is not appropriate. So it's established that we need to carefully and cleverly sell the growth rules. Now, graduate career chemistry has theory for each of these areas. These are just some examples. We have lots of these, and these are all published on our website that students can have access to. Now, we don't go into too much detail with these theories in the lecture hall or the classroom. After all, there's just too many of them. It would take too much time. Students have access to these theories via our online student library. We try and empower uniqueness and work to a principle called work to your strengths. We want students picking and choosing appropriate learning materials so they can create a unique resume and one that best matches their personal skills. After all, we don't want every CV looking the same. A unique resume also has to stand out visually. We talk about the 14-second rule, symmetry, eye level, as well as food for the eyes or food for the brain. This can all be taught to your university students by lecture, seminar or workshop by Graduate Career Chemistry.